So the majority of us who have reached the ripe old age of 30, maybe in your late 30s, early 40s, life places more demands on us. We have work, we have kids, maybe multiple jobs, maybe, different side hustles, whatever. And you feel like you don't have the time to work out. But this video is going to show you 4 different exercises that you can do that are very, very easy on time and are going to allow you to build a quality physique or maintain your current physique with little to no equipment. You can do it anywhere, everywhere. It doesn't matter. There's no excuses, but we can't allow ourselves to become sloven, overweight, obese, all those things, and use lack of time and age as our excuse. There's no excuses. We must get the job done. So I'm going to take you through the exercises right now and let's do it. So let's start off with the top, and that is going to be our back, guys. Now, we are going to do some bodyweight rows. Bodyweight rows primarily target the trapezius, the rhomboids, and obviously the lats as well. Now, depending on how you do it, will depend on the back muscles that are being targeted primarily. Also, we've got some rear delts in there as well, of course, depending on how you do them. So, for the majority of us who maybe don't have this setup, guys, I used to use 2 chairs on either side and put a pole along it or a broom, whatever can hold your body weight, so there's no excuses. However, if you've got a rack or some sort of, low-lying bar, what we're going to do is we're just going to get into some rows. I'm just going to bring our chest to the bar, come back down, guys. Also, you get some bicep work in here as well. And we're just going to consistently do those. Now, if you get good at them, obviously you can add things like weight vest, you can elevate your feet, anything like that, guys. But we want to make sure the form is clean, our core is tucked. We're not getting lazy with the core, and no, almost an arch in your back. You don't have to over accentuate the arch, but we're just bringing that to the bottom of our chest. Now, if you want to change up the angle a little bit and focus on the rear delts maybe more, you can bring yourself a bit lower under the bar, and we're almost pulling to our neck. That's going to put a little bit more emphasis on the upper back and the rear delts, guys. But multiple muscle groups being attacked with just one exercise, it's going to save you on time having to do multiple different exercises. Very simple, very easy. Now, presumably, unless you live in Antarctica, you're going to have access to some sort of bar, pull-up bar, I don't know, some sort of beam that you are able, that you're going to be able to suspend yourself from and pull yourself up. So I think you pretty much know what's coming next. It's going to be pull-ups. Good quality, clean pull-up, guys. In my opinion, maybe the best back exercise in the world, especially when you start to add weight and things like that. But it's just raw pulling, vertical pulling strength that you're taking your body through, guys. I mean, lats getting worked, biceps are getting some work in as well, and it looks awesome as well. So really and truly, your goal should be able to do 10 pull-ups. As a grown man, you should be able to jump on a pull-up bar and whack out 10 pull-ups. But let's say you haven't been training in a while, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. What we can do is we can work on supinated pull-ups that are going to get your biceps a bit more involved and allow you to get the reps in. So that's another option that you can do. But let's say, supinated is cool. I got that down. I want to progress a little, or we can go to the hammer or neutral grip, just like that. And we just repeat the same motion, guys. Now, ideally, I always say to work through a full range of motion. So you want to come down to basically a dead hang, pull your chin above the bar, or, just slightly above the bar if you ain't really got that pulling strength like that. However, we want to make sure that we're going through that full range of motion. We're getting the most out of our back. Now, if you have to break this down into smaller sets, so maybe you can't do 10 in a row, start off with 5, 6, anything like that. But it is really going to work the upper body, guys. It's going to build the core up as well. And again, forearm strength, grip strength, everything else involved. One of the exercises that I've grown to love that I used to hate is the dip, the upper body squat. Arguably the king of chest exercises, arguably. A lot of people have different opinions. However, it's going to hit your chest, it's going to hit your triceps, it's going to hit the front shoulder, and again, you're going to get some core work in there as well, having to stabilize yourself, guys. But the dip is unmatched, undefeated for building a solid upper body, guys. Done correctly, it's an amazing exercise that is really gonna sculpt and, you know, chisel that upper body aesthetic look. Now, if you don't have parallel bars, you may have to do it on a straight bar, which I'll show you afterwards. Still gonna primarily hit the different muscle groups. A little more challenging due to the body mechanics and things of that nature. But parallel bar dips, guys, as easy as they come. If, you know, you need to purchase a dip station, they're inexpensive, really and truly. You can get a good one for maybe 30-40 pounds. That's going to get the job done. Is it going to be the best of the best? No, but you'll be able to do dips on them. Obviously you can go to a park, but how I used to do them was 2 chairs. I put 2 chairs down either side, books, bricks, whatever, to hold down the chairs, make sure they're stable, and we just do our dips, guys. So absolutely no excuse why we can't get the dip working. Again, multiple muscle groups getting hit. It's going to save you on time. Excellent movement. So if you can only gain access to a straight bar, obviously straight bar dips are going to become your friend, guys. As I said, the mechanics are a little different, but it's still going to hit what it needs to hit: the chest, the tricep, and the front shoulder. You are going to have to work on your body alignment a little bit more in this movement, but still it's going to help to build your physique up. Now, if you want to show the biceps some more love, you know, you want to really get those arms going, what we can do is we can do a body weight curl. So again, you just come to a straight bar. Again, we're not pulling with our back, we're going to pull with our biceps, just like that, making sure we get that nice squeeze at the top. Really feel those biceps working. When you control the movement, you can emphasize the work that's happening or that's being placed on the bicep, guys. So another option that you can do as well. Now, we cannot forget about the foundation of the body, the legs, the roots, where all the power is going to come from. Simple as hitting just a normal body weight squat, guys. You can do these for high reps, time yourself, you know, all that different stuff. You can add a weight vest, you can hold something in your arms, backpack on your back. All those sort of things are going to help to make them harder and get more from the movement. However, if you say you're pressed for time and you want something that is a little bit more challenging, we can hit the Bulgarian split squats. Again, no reason or no excuse why you can't do these. All we're going to do is place our foot on an elevated surface and we're just going to squat down, guys. Very simple. Again, because it's unilateral natured, it is more difficult. It does require a bit more balance, but you can always hold on to something if you want to really just focus on building that strength and stability in the legs. But it is going to be great for building that hypertrophy up in the legs, guys. Quality, no excuses, make it happen. You can use a chair, sofa, bed, anything. Now, finally, we're going to hit the core. Core is very important, so we need to make sure we are doing our core work. I mean, there's so many different core exercises that you can do, guys. So just pick one and get insanely good at it. So you can do crunches, you can do sit-ups, you can do leg raises, guys. You know, you can just do holds here, you can do crosses, flutters, anything that is going to challenge your core. Pick it, do it, get good at it. If you want to do multiple different ones because you find it kind of tedious just doing one, you know, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure you are working your core. And that, my friends, is how you are going to build, maintain, improve your physique with little to no equipment. Very easy on time. As you noticed, or maybe you didn't notice, a lot of the movements we do attack multiple muscle groups at the same time. So it also is going to save you on time. Rather than doing isolation after isolation movement, we're going to focus on compounds to save you on time, to save you on energy as well, and you're going to be absolute beast. So remember, don't use excuses. Time, kids, priorities are all are realistic things that could hold you back from training. However, all you need is about 45 minutes to an hour to get this done and become the best version of yourself. So I appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.